The life of a sailor is one filled with high highs and low lows.
It definitely takes a lot of willpower to stay calm as you're trying to do something that's challenging from a sailing perspective.
Sometimes you're scared about a dangerous maneuver.
I don't think you should be up here.
Yeah. Or your engine fails for no obvious reason.
It's cooling under the engine.
And sometimes you get to hang out with wild newborn dolphins. Or prove to yourself that you can do a difficult job. Whatever the situation, it's a life where you won't find yourself bored.
Nervous, excited, first long passage in over a month.
Yeah.
Sailing off anchor.
It's great. I'm really excited.
And at the end of a great trial, you get to celebrate with dear friends in new places. What more to life can there be?
We're Will and Em,
Say something cool.
and we're living on the hook in our sailboat, Appa. For nearly a decade, we planned and plotted our escape from the Fire Nation, aka our day jobs, and now we're hightailing it on the high seas aboard our sailing bison. Appa got the zoomies. After a year of isolation in the remote Sea of Cortez, we're venturing south towards a new ocean with new friends, and of course our trusty sidekick, Blue Dog. Subscribe, kick your feet up, and join us on our quest to master the elements and sail everywhere. All right, so today's the day. We are getting out of Carazal. We are getting underway. So we've been in Carazal for a little over a week now, and we've been kind of hiding out waiting for a weather window. It's 190 miles from Carazal to Zihuatanejo, which is where we're headed. And I think it sounds like it's going to be us aboard Appa, and then our friends Jake and Grace on SV Maya. And I'm not sure if the boys on board later are also joining or not, but there will be at least 2 of us out there today. I just happened to look up out the window to see that our friends aboard SV Maya are hauling up their anchor right now, which means that the first boat out is the first boat. Yeah, the first boat headed to Zihuat is out now.
All right, the race is on, man.
Hell yeah, buddy!
There are no rules, so see you later.
So we're getting into the final paces here, getting Appa set, ready to leave, and on my mind the whole time I've been thinking about sailing off anchor and what the conditions would have to look like, what the sail arrangement's gonna have to look like, how much we want to let out, what swing or pattern we can establish with the winds, the puffs. Here's one right now. We're doing it. We're gonna try to sail off anchor. Hell yeah.
Okay. Maybe not. I don't know.
I'm nervous. You're nervous.
Yeah, we're pretty close to our friends over on Alegria, and we have to come forward about 90 feet before the anchor lifts off the ground. So they are our biggest risk. We are closest to them, but we think we have a pretty good plan.
I think we have a pretty good plan. Our instruments are also not working right now. That'll add another complication. Once we get past Alegria, everything else is behind us. So we can go with the wind, which is great. We don't need to tack out of here, but we have a rock wall, a sailboat, and a power boat to just kind of meander through. And yeah, hopefully it goes well.
Yeah, we'll see. Third time's the charm. We've just gotten our chart plotter. Whoa. We've just gotten our instruments to read, so we're looking really good on instrument front.
Man, these gusts are ripping, and it's a perfect time to talk about sail plan.
Yeah.
We decided that we were going to do half a mainsail to start and approach the anchor with only that up. When the gusts are coming, they're about 20 knots, and we would normally start to reef at that point.
We'd like to have as much control over the situation as possible, so with the half sail, Will will still be able to maneuver the main sheet from the helm position while I continue to bring the anchor up.
Hell yeah. Nervous, excited, first long passage in over a month.
Yeah.
Sailing off anchor.
It's gonna be great. I'm really excited.
It definitely takes a lot of willpower to stay calm as you're trying to do something that's challenging from a sailing perspective. And this is why we do it when we don't really have to, so that when shit really hits the fan someday, we just have one more pace under our belt. Yeah, these are some fucking gusts.
Papa's swinging good. Hope Emily's doing okay up there.
That's a breeze, huh?
I don't think you should be up here.
Yeah.
I think you need to be up
There you go. All right, the next non-gust, I'm gonna raise it up.
got a little break here.
All right, I got that locked,
Okay.
and I got the whole thing loose. There we go. All right, looks like this might be one of your brakes. Coming up to 60. Hold. All right, you're good again. Is it a happy tack? Okay. Wait for the next good tack and try to get all the way up on the next good one. Yep, should be coming in any minute. All right, that's a happy tack. Okay. All right, let's hit it on this one. All the way up. Coming around. Okay. Keep it coming up then.
Anchor's off the roller.
Okay, we're doing great.
Everything's slow bit there. You want a little bit of head sail?
Yeah, we can do some head sail. Hey, thanks. See you down there. There's our gust. Let's get this mainsail somewhere. Nicely done. Out of the gate, 20 knots. 8 knots boat speed. Actually wonder if I can see more later up there.
What you doing, Will?
Woo! Hunting, baby. Gonna get these jokers.
Sun is just above the horizon. We've got about another 45 minutes before it sets. And we're still moving okay. We're not doing 8 knots anymore, I can tell you that much. We're bouncing between 5 and 5.5, and we're doing great. We're underway. It's an adventure. Waves are also chilling out, which is nice. We're getting these big rollers, like that one right there. Every, like, 3 to 5 minutes now, as opposed to every like 2 minutes. 1 minute to 2 minutes. So that's also great for us. Hopefully it is a pretty calm night out here. It's about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning on our first night over to Zihuatanejo. In case you can't tell by that noise, we are just bobbing around. I love working sunrise shift. It's my favorite shift. I've got the full moon with it I could just see the top of it. It's just barely above the horizon behind me, getting ready to set. And the sky in front of me is just lightning. But these are some of my like favorite sailing moments. Being out here in like the total peace and quiet of early morning as the sun rises. It's really, really nice. We only have a knot of wind apparent, and I went to turn the engine on. Didn't sound great. Will just checks it out in the bilge, and it looks like we have a coolant leak, which is not great considering all the engine work Will did in the off season. So let's go check in with him and see what's up.
I don't know what's going on yet. I just woke up. It's not coming out of anywhere obvious. I check under the engine and there's fluid. There's what's it called? Coolant. There's coolant under the engine. So I got it all dried up down there. I'm gonna do one more little dry. Then you're gonna turn it back on. And I'm gonna go down there and watch it and see if I can't see a drip. Alright, you saw as much as me. I don't think there's any leaks down there. There's no more water pooling, no more coolant pooling. I'm gonna keep looking around. But I'm not seeing the problem. It's 2 o'clock and we are still fucking motoring. Not sure where the wind is, but this is a lot of motoring for us. For two people who claim to sail everywhere. We don't like motoring this much. What the fuck's going on? Where's our wind?
Having a little bit of a tough afternoon over here. Our wind is still dead. It's supposed to pick up in this hour. We just checked the weather, but who knows? I just lost my sunglasses in the ocean. We're struggling right now.
Can you tell the people what you're doing?
Seeing if there's enough wind to sail. Looks like we're getting some wind over the back of the boat right now, over the starboard side. So I've let the main sheet out some, try to catch some of that wind, and I've also let the head sail out. And now I'm just kind of gauging if we're maintaining speed. I've lowered the RPM for the engine, and I'm about to put it in neutral. See how we do. Okay, I'm calling it. Now I'm gonna go whistle. smile everywhere. Hell yeah. Nailed it.
The quiet after you turn off your engine. It's so nice. So nice. It's so peaceful out here. I don't even want to be talking. All right, we've been sailing for a couple hours now. It's been fantastic. And typically I would have been off shift about 45 minutes ago. We usually run 3-hour shifts, but we met a guy named Parker from another sailing channel called Sailing Seawind, and he recommended loose 7-hour shifts. So essentially, his theory is that there are morning people and night people, and if they happen to be on a passage together, just work to your strengths. See how it goes. Here we go, Parker. See if it counts. Skippy's supposed to be asleep. Fish out of water.
Bye.
Bye. Another beautiful night here. My wife! Full moon. Yeah, you already saw that. Full moon. The sun has just risen behind some clouds. The full moon is just dropping behind the clouds behind me. It's been a very slow night. Very chill. Right now we're doing 1.6 knots and 2.9 knots breeze. Just crawling, floating along towards Zihuatanejo. Super chill. There's a Panga out here. We're about 15 miles out. It's pretty far out for Panga. It looks like he's just catching fish by chasing birds around. I don't think there's any need for him to be getting this close to us, though. I brought the dog up here. Again, he's just close. And why? I don't know why. I don't have any need for more friends out here in the middle of the ocean. I'm watching the activities unfold. They drove past the boat, showed no interest. I saw one guy chumming the waters. Good sign of fishing. The fishermen were just fishermen. They're out there fishing. Alright, there are birds and fish and dolphins fucking everywhere.
water is so clear that you can see them like 30 feet down. It's amazing. And they have a little baby with them. It's so cute. A little tiny baby. I just woke up. Talk about a cool alarm clock. All of a sudden Will's yelling about fish and birds and dolphins. Super cool. What a life. Things like this are crazy because this feels like something that you would like pay for. Like this feels like a paid experience, but we're just like out here on our own boat doing the thing. Hanging out with baby dolphins. Yeah, it was cool. It was like a reminder to like slow down and instead of smelling the roses, watch the dolphins.
Sail everywhere.
Sail everywhere. It was really cool. If you'd like to keep the engine on, I won't like be mad, but that was definitely a reminder to seek the peace instead of keep going, keep pushing on all the time.
Enjoy being out here. Fare thee well. Great dolphins. Oh, there's still some bacon to be made. Alright, do it. Turn the engine on. A little bit nervous since yesterday we found coolant, but I just did a little pre-check, everything looked good, and we're gonna give it a shot. Off when it starts.
Finally, some wind. Nice. Doing 4 knots all on our own. That means do this. Yay! We're sailing. We're a little too far east, but I still think that we'll fix that as the wind turns. Papa got the zoomies. Doing 7 knots.
Alright, we are just making it into Zihuatanejo. Zihuatanejo. Be a song. We're gonna get in here before sunset. We enjoy that. Join our Patreon. Yeah, that's all I got. Zihuatanejo. Zihuatanejo. Supposedly it's fun. Our friends are there. They're fun. Life is good. We like sailing. Appa's done great. Yip yip. I am the gimbal. made it. Just pulling in now. I should probably drop the main, huh? Yeah.
That'd be nice. Is the anchor light on?
Yeah. Lou and I are about to head to town in Zihuatanejo for the first time. This is not a pleasure trip for us. This is an errand. This is several errands. We haven't had a place to drop off trash or to do our laundry in over a month. So we have several bags of both, and Lou and I are gonna go to shore and handle all of that all at once. Maximum efficiency. Life is good. Hopefully the dog doesn't freak out. We got a lot of stuff. Oh, very small chance I can bring you along, I think. I think I'm gonna have my hands very full. We'll see.
With trash and laundry off to their respective homes, it was time for me to reward myself. And while I was enjoying a Chicago sidecar, Emily and Grace hit the local gym for a workout. Pumping iron and spilling tea, they took full advantage of girl time. And with us all feeling accomplished, it was time for a proper celebration.
Crazy because there's sand in here.
In here, yeah.
Yeah, there's sand in here. Like, it's inescapable.
Inescapable.
That's the one thing I kind of
A couple drinks on Appa, and we were ready to hit the town.
Love to go up there and check it out.
We found some street tacos for fuel, and then it was on to the party. Come back next week as we raise anchor and continue sailing south. As we visit the hurricane-damaged Acapulco. Here we go on the sketchiest hike ever. And bear witness to the world-famous cliff divers. See you then.